How's everybody doing? My name is Augie with VIP Playlist. I'm here with my adorable co-host.
Hey guys, it's Adam.
Today we have three amazing musicians with us. You want to introduce yourselves, what band, and tell us what you do for the band?
Hey, everybody. My name is Mark. I play bass and sing in the band Aluxes.
My name's Ocean. I play drums also for Aluxes.
My name is Jack Dickerson, and I play guitar and vocals for the band Aluxes.
That is a strong
Sweet.
name.
It is. That is a very strong. Mark Taylor's a strong name too. So,
Agreed.
like,
Oh, no,
y'all
don't
got
dox
like
me.
oh, my bad.
No, you're fine, dude.
I'll cut it.
No, 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 no. Let everybody know who I am. We got to get
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah. So y'all are from Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kentucky. I spent 3 months in Kentucky, Fort Knox.
Mm.
Yeah, it was not fun. I didn't
So
get
it
to
was-
like it was for basic. I didn't get to go
Yeah.
off base or anything. So I didn't. Well, I went to the Jim Beam distillery.
Hey.
Hey, that was kind of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It was cold as fuck, and I didn't like it.
The rest of Kentucky is all right.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Not
sure it's a
great,
lot
but
better.
it's all right.
yeah. I didn't know Bowling Green was in Kentucky. I don't know why I thought it was like in New York or something.
They've got one in
There's-
Ohio as well,
yeah.
which people
Oh.
get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah. We
Interesting.
recorded our first EP. Well, they recorded like Jack and I don't know, Ocean, did you play drums for the
Yeah.
first EP?
No. Yes.
Oh.
No. No.
remember.
That was Logan. No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
It's,
yeah, like we went to Jordan DeSorbo's. He used to play for Glasslands, or he still plays for Glasslands. He
Wait.
was like behind their eyes. I don't remember what the bands were, but he was in Toledo,
Before
Ohio.
Their
And
Eyes.
so
Before
yeah,
Their Eyes
before their
was
eyes.
the Rise
Love
Records
that band.
band he was in.
Oh,
No.
damn.
Yeah.
And like we had went to record the second EP, but whenever they went down for the first EP, they were talking to him and they were like, "Yeah, we're coming from Bowling Green," and he was like, "Oh, sweet, it's like a 1 hour drive," and they're like, "No, Kentucky, not Ohio."
Mhm.
So he's
Yeah, it
like,
was-
"Oh shit, okay."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 6 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
that drive was brutal, actually.
So we're not talking like Frozen Flames EP, are we? We're talking like
Frozen Flames.
Frozen
my God. Jeez.
Yeah, I gave him the deep cuts. I gave
He
him the
did,
deep
yeah.
cuts.
I know you did. I knew you said you were going to do that. Did you guys actually listen to that stuff?
we did.
Of
We did.
course.
Yeah.
Got to tell
Yeah.
you, Jack, Black Cat curses all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, you know what, man? Collapse is a banger, dude.
It was then and it is now.
It
man.
really- yeah, for
is.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I remember writing that back in like 2012, 2013.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
it's
a
old.
long time ago.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is.
so today we're gonna make a Spotify playlist based off of somebody else's influence and everything like that. Is there anything y'all want to name your playlist?
This is what I was worried about.
Oh, you guys
Hey,
didn't
man,
plan.
we had
Did you?
all the time in the world.
We did have all the time.
I know we did. I had an idea, but I don't know if they're up for it. Because for the longest time, like we're all, I don't know. Like I'm pretty old. I don't want to date anybody here, like or age anybody. But I'm turning 32 in a week. But
Just turned
33
32.
in August. Yeah, Adam just turned
I-
32.
I've never been good with like hashtags or anything. But for the longest time, we used to hashtag stuff. Hashtag Dirty Mark and the boys.
Mm. Yeah. That's been on several posts.
That might be a good one. Just hashtag Dirty Mark and the boys, all one word.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that works.
Perfect.
Me and Adam had no idea how to use hashtags for the longest time. We were just walking around saying hashy.
Yeah, we said hashy,
Yeah.
and then something.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
had
we
to
thought, I
ask
guess.
my wife while I was like dating her. I was like, why are people putting all these number signs on everything?
Yeah. Who are they trying to call?
Why are they like putting pound on everything?
Yeah. What's the pound sign for? Yeah. No, we're all old here too, Mark. I don't know about the other two, but
I turned 30 this year.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm 27.
uh,
Enjoy
know
it.
what? Yeah, enjoy,
3 years,
it.
3 years more of no pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Physical,
happen to me.
physical pain. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be 33 August. Adam, we just celebrated his 32nd birthday in
yeah,
Dallas.
boy.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, yeah. We went to Shot Topic. That's like an emo's dream. Loved
Yeah,
it.
you guys familiar with Shot Topic?
No, but it
Uh-uh.
Okay.
sounds
It's
So-
the sickest fucking bar
So
ever.
it's like an emo bar, and basically they just play like there's a DJ in there, and they just play like all the emo bangers, and then all the drinks, like the shots, they're named after like emo band songs. So like
Yeah, the Taste of Ink is one of
there's
the
Taste of
shots.
Ink, right,
Oh,
from the
God,
Used,
that's so
and
good.
Yeah.
it's even served in like a little skull.
And
Uh,
it's designed like a Hot Topic. So like all the shirts on the wall are like Invader Zim. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can actually buy the shirts off the wall too.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. I loved it.
Augie loves that place, so we
I
went
do.
there. We went to his favorite place for my birthday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Appreciate it.
Bro, we just sat and sang emo bangers until like 2 a.m. It was dope.
Yeah,
Goodness.
pretty much.
Yeah. But so let's hop into this. The first question we like to kind of get into is so some of the first music maybe your parents or grandparents showed you that maybe kind of stuck with you throughout the years. It doesn't have to be like whatever music I'll play, just any like oldies or
Yeah,
anything
just
like
your
that.
early memories of music, like first memories.
Yeah.
Mark, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, my big thing, there's a couple of different things. In high school, my dad was, or in his high school days, he was a really big Kiss fan, and he actually played in a Kiss cover band
Let's go.
in high school.
Nice.
Like, there's old pictures of him around like the Webster County, Kentucky schools and stuff. They would like him like in Paul Stanley makeup,
Oh,
like
that's
shirtless
awesome.
with his which was his first guitar, which he gave me. It was a BC Rich Standard edition. It like looked like it had like a Stratocaster body, and it was like glittery purple. It's
Oh,
beautiful guitar.
that's sick.
And he used to play Kiss all the time for me. And then there's like an old home video of me standing in front of like the bay windows in my childhood home. Whenever my mom was mopping the kitchen, she put all the chairs in front of the window, and I'm like running around on the chairs singing Foreigner. And
That's
stuff like
awesome.
that.
That's awesome.
Okay, I guess for me, oh God, growing up, I just specifically remember, I think like the first things I ever listened to, was my dad showing me, there's like these CDs he would always play that were, one of them was like a Stevie Ray Vaughan CD,
Nice.
and
Stevie Ray.
cool.
That's a
We-
classic.
yeah, we listened to that like like my dad would just drive down the road and like play like air guitar on the steering wheel. And, also like a Beatles CD. I remember that too. It's
The
like,
Beatles.
yeah, totally. The Beatles was like such a huge part. And then other than that, just they were just so obsessed with 80s music. Just so many different 80s bands. And growing up, I guess I was like, yeah, I guess I'll check all these out. And yeah, I mean, I just accumulated such a randomly diverse knowledge of 80s music.
Nice. I know nothing. That's like the only era that I know nothing about.
Yeah, like outside of Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
the 80s.
But it's cool that you do.
Yes. And you're gonna enlighten us.
Yes. What's your
I bet
favorite
we know.
80s?
We probably know more than we think.
We probably do, yeah. Like Depeche Mode, is that 80s?
Yeah, it should be
Fuck yeah.
80s. I mean, I'm sure they had stuff in like the 90s maybe, but I don't
Yeah.
think it was, yeah.
Early 90s, yeah. Give us your favorite 80s band.
Actually, I listened to a bunch of there's so many like Def Leppard I listened to a bunch of.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?
Yes, we know Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we know. Like we're familiar with all like the
Yeah.
like hair metal bands and stuff.
yeah, the hair metal. Yeah, I thought you meant like the synth wave that rocked the 80s.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I guess like hair metal. I think
Hair
like
metal?
like them
Gotcha.
and Bon Jovi. I listen to a lot
Yeah.
of Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bon Jovi's classic too. All right, Jack, you're up.
I'm up.
You're
All
up.
right. So if we're starting from the beginning, so the first thing I listened to before anything, I remember really being into NSYNC.
Yeah,
Me too.
same.
Yeah. So that was actually my first concert, by the way. That was during the
What?
yeah. It
Jelly.
was it
Dude, I am
was
so jealous.
Yeah.
it was the album that had the Dirty Bop on it, or I forgot the name of the
Dirty
album.
Bop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that no strings attached?
No, it was after that. It was the one. It
Oh,
was
okay,
like their
okay,
last album they did, I think.
okay.
So I started out there, and then as I got a little bit older, I know I listened to. I'm trying to think a little bit of. I think it was just Eminem. I don't think it was a lot of rap. I think it was just Eminem. And then after that, my dad started showing me rock, and I listened to like a bunch of like classic rock, like '70s rock, like Golden Earring, Radar Love. Um,
Okay.
that was what kind of got me started down the path of just like rock music in general, because my dad was into that stuff. And then like after that, he showed me System of a Down, and then yeah,
Mhm.
that changed a lot from there. And then I just got into that and a lot of grunge and stuff. I didn't start listening to any of this like music now until like probably like 2014, like the post-hardcore stuff and all that. I didn't know what any of that stuff was. So that's pretty much where it started from, and then it ended up into what it is now.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get some of these on here. Let's start with Kiss.
Oh, shoot. All right. I'm gonna have to go with like Destroy Your album, Shout It Out Loud. I remember like being a little kid and like shout it, shout it, shout it out. I loved it. It's so good. It's a true banger from a weird 70s.
Yeah. Did you mention Foreigner as well?
Yeah, dude. Oh, Foreigner. I'm gonna have to go with Double Vision for Foreigner
Double Vision. And
for
then
sure.
let's get Stevie Ray.
Oh, I think it's so hard to like I like so many of his songs. I think Lenny sticks out a lot to me though. I just
Lenny?
like the vibe of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that album's good. And then we have the Beatles.
Oh yeah. Actually it's funny. I definitely want to put Eleanor Rigby, I think. In middle school, actually. I used to listen to Eleanor Rigby and I would like play drums over it, but I wouldn't play like the drums. I would just like make up drums to the song and I would just actually it was kind of intense. I had like a double bass pedal and I would just like do just completely just drums that made no sense to the song. Just
Like blast
Fucking
beating
blast
over.
beats.
yeah, like just basically like a hardcore cover of Eleanor Rigby.
That's really cool.
Def Leppard,
I think a photograph.
Bon Jovi.
Oh, actually, instead of Bon Jovi,
Okay.
can I do a Talking Head song?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll just be basic. I want to pick Burning Down the House.
Is that the one that I think it is?
I saw Steve Byrne play that live like 3 years ago. It's such a good song.
Yeah, I love that song. It's a good one. And then In Sync.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one I want to use. It's probably Bye, just because.
Classic. And then did you mentioned
Golden Earring.
Yeah, I was gonna say Golden Earring, yeah, but
Yeah, Radar Love. And can I throw one more in?
yeah.
Sure.
So I completely forgot to mention the Steve Miller Band.
Oh, dude, my dad used to listen to them.
Yeah, my dad listened to him a lot. And you know, my favorite song was Abracadabra.
Yeah,
Completely forgot about mentioning them.
that's a good one too.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to throw an Eminem song there?
Uh, I don't even know which one I would pick. I'm trying to think of which album.
Isn't all this stuff on Spotify like censored?
No.
Are you sure? I feel like I tried to
100%.
listen to some of it the other day and it was, and I was upset.
They may have some censored shit on there, but no,
Oh, okay.
no, man.
What's the album that had like the curtains on it? Is that Encore?
That was Curtain Call
Yeah.
Okay.
or the Eminem Show. Yeah, the Eminem
Which
Show.
uh,
Well, they all have. Well, Encore has curtains on it too, but it's blue.
Oh yeah.
The curtain call is red.
Yeah.
I, whichever one had the one that he kind of got. What is the name of that song? I just
Oh,
remember
Out
him
my
talking about like
closet.
the CD just skipped and everyone just heard you let one rip. Um, it's the same one he got crap for because he was talking about Michael Jackson in it.
Probably Without Me. I don't know.
We'll find it.
Let me see if I
Uh,
can.
yeah. Find it for me, and then we'll add it later.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't. It might be the red.
Jeez. There's 20 songs on here. We'll never find it.
Oh
Bro, yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, he wasn't playing when he released an album.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of them are skits, but
Yeah, that's true.
oh no.
We know Jack's like first show, but Mark and Ocean, what were your first concert that you can remember?
Oh God. Um, I had like three. Two of them were not very much music based. The first one was Barney live.
I loved Barney.
That's
I have
what's
a picture
up.
with Barney as a child. The
Oh, for
real,
real?
the real deal Barney.
I had a kitchen magnet that I bought at the quote unquote concert. And then they did like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers tour
Are
thing
we the
that I
same
went to as
person?
well. Maybe.
I love the Power
Um,
Rangers.
but then after that, I want to say that my first real concert was probably it's between two different things because like I went with my mom and my dad to go see it was Rat, Skid Row, and Kiss.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
For like
that's
it was
nice.
around about like right whenever Psycho Circus came out in probably 99. But in 99 I also saw Slipknot for the first time live.
Dude,
So like
that's
right
awesome.
after self-titled come out. So
Yeah. Oh, I bet that was awesome.
Yeah, you guys had some heavy hitter like first
Right?
shows. Ocean, what are you gonna say? You saw fucking Frank
Yeah,
Sinatra?
I didn't really like go to that many shows until college. But like I came to Bowling Green just to like start going to college
Hmm.
here. And the very first show I remember going to was a Cage the Elephant show.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean they're from Bowling Green. So like they played for free that time and I just saw them for free. And oh God. After that, I don't know. I just started going to a bunch of random shows and seeing. I'll try to go to Nashville every month,
Y'all are
maybe.
close to Nashville, that's right.
Yeah.
hmm
And God, I barely remember, but I specifically remember like a Moon Taxi concert pretty early on and like me going to college. But yeah, mostly I just watched Cage the Elephant like so many times.
That's pretty dope. We so I don't remember if this was recorded or not. Mark mentioned Sky's Airplane.
Yes.
yeah.
No, that wasn't recorded, but
That wasn't recorded. Okay, so we
no.
live in this really well, Adam doesn't anymore, but we lived in this really small shithole town growing up in Texas. It's small, and the churches used to put on these like hardcore shows, and we went to the mall, and they had a battle of the bands at our
Mhm.
mall. No joke, fucking Sky's Airplane showed up to play Everything Perfect on the Wrong Day for the Battle of the Bands. It was the
Yo.
sickest shit ever.
Yeah.
I don't even know who they were at the time. And then when they
Uh-huh.
left, and like 2 years later, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we didn't even realize what we were seeing. We just knew
Yeah.
it was really awesome.
Yeah.
They actually lost to like a butt
Yeah.
rock.
They were like a Nirvana ripoff.
It was terrible.
Jeez.
Yeah, so but like for like 2 or 3 years there, from the ages of like 15 to 17, there was like it was just a really weird time. Like
Yeah.
usually it's nothing but like country around there, but it was like hardcore bands and like Fit for a King and like A Boy for a Pretty Boy came out of there.
Yeah,
Mm.
So
sick
it's
shit.
really interesting.
So let's get Ocean. Do you still listen to Cage the Elephant?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
Have to.
okay.
yeah, for sure.
Let's get a Cage the Elephant song.
Okay. Oh God, like literally, there's so many good Cage the Elephant songs. I think back when I was in college, I'll pick a song from Thank You Happy Birthday just because I really liked that album. I got like I don't know, a lot of people thought it was kind of a weird album, but like I really like I don't know, Shake Me Down is a good song.
Mark, you want to give us a Barney song?
I'm gonna have to go with a classic. I'm gonna go with "I Love You."
Ah, that's perfect.
Is it on Spotify? Oh my
better be.
God, it
Yeah.
is.
Wait, is that going in the playlist?
Oh, absolutely. It's
I think
Yeah.
that'd be a perfect like
it
interlude,
has
man.
to.
Yeah, it has to. It's gonna be a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
And just throw in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme
Mighty
because
Hell
it
yeah.
goes
Power Rangers.
so hard with that freaking guitar solo. With the so
Can-
good.
Can I choose a different concert to put in for this part since
Yeah.
you guys already put in sync? So not my first concert.
No, we were gonna
my
do-
second
Yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah. No, you're
my
fine. Go
second
ahead.
concert that I ever went to was Aerosmith.
Okay.
Ooh.
And that was back in the early 2000s when they came out with the Pink album.
Okay.
I remember
But-
buying that album.
Yeah, I don't know which song I should pick though. Because I know everybody knows Dream On. And I really remember listening to Dude Looks Like a Lady a lot. But man, what is that other song that they have?
Jaded was on that album, I think.
Jaded's really good. I kind of want to do Dream On just because I really like Dream On a lot.
I will
I might do that
always
one.
associate Aerosmith with Armageddon.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say that.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
You weren't thinking of Sweet Emotion, were you?
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
That's
That
actually
is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was off that album. Oh, this is why I wanted to pull up Spotify so I could look at this stuff.
Is Aerosmith the GOAT? I mean,
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy is I heard him I get these random videos pop up on my thing about and it's I don't know because I got one about Dave Grohl as well, but Aerosmith it was I don't remember what song it may have been Dream On, but it's the one that starts off and there's like a weird like rattling noise.
oh, that's Sweet Emotion. I know what
Sweet
you're talking
Emotion.
about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it makes it twice, and then on the third time, you hear it kind of like it fucks up, right? He said they were recording it live, and when he hit it the third time, it broke his instrument, and they just left it in. I don't remember what the
Yeah.
fuck he was using, but it's
Wow.
like some
It
kind
was
of rattle
something called
thing.
like a vibra slap. or
Yeah, something like
weird.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, he broke
Anyways.
it on the third slap, and so they just left it in.
Yeah.
I might just go with Dream On because I looked at the album that I listened to that was in my dad's truck. It was a little south of Sanity, and it was all their live versions of everything from
Oh.
1998.
Cool.
So-
I got you. Mark, you want to do a Slipknot song?
Yo, okay. Yeah, because it's so weird because we got Barney and then
Yeah.
we got Barney and then we
Aerosmith
got
and then Slipknot. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Slipknot.
absolutely.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have to go with I remember seeing them around the time whenever like Live 2.0 came out.
Mhm.
And at that time I'm like 13 and my favorite song is Purity.
That's awesome.
Like
it on.
listening to that freaking song, like with Corey going, "This song is about a girl in a box," and I was just like, "Sing about a girl suffocating." I was just so I don't know. They're so good live. I've seen them too many times.
Man, I'm jealous. I haven't seen them at all.
The most insane live show. I've
Yeah.
gotta say.
I need to because they're not going to be
Absolutely
doing it for
ever.
much longer.
No, not at all. Adam's going to that
Oh, the Sick New World
yeah.
in Vegas. It's like Korn and System of a Down, Deftones, Incubus, Spirit Box. I'm excited.
Yo.
I got to get something off my chest here. I need to ask a question. Who's the Yu-Gi-Oh stan?
Oh, a few of us. I know me and Jack definitely are.
Yeah.
All right. like how are do you guys still currently like play like current like the current game or like you guys old
I
schoolers?
I really haven't played since like back in the day because it is Kentucky. Like me and my friends would get off of work at like this
Uh-huh.
little mom and pop grocery store. We would go out, we would buy a 6 pack of Ale and we would play Yu-Gi-Oh until like 12 in the morning.
Do you remember around what year this
It was
was?
probably like '07, '08.
Okay, okay.
Probably. I
Favorite
haven't
card.
played since then. Dude, my favorite card has always been Sword Hunter because
Okay.
every monster, like, because Sword Hunter, it starts out like it's a single summon, like 5 star, but every, like, opponent's card that it kills, it adds 200 attack to
Yep.
his base attack. And it can become overpowered really quick whenever you go first and then you're able to single summon and kill somebody's card.
Hmm.
Now, the only problem was I think it had to kill a card that was in attack position. So, but it was just still such a good card. I
Right, right,
love
right.
Sword Hunter.
What about you, Jack? I remember Sword
Uh,
Hunter for sure.
I didn't play a whole lot. I did collect the cards. I
What
think a
was
couple
your
times I
what was your most
what
valued card, the highest value?
the one that like I pulled out of a pack or the
I
one
mean,
that I
even if
liked a
you
lot.
both value in
Okay.
money and value in emotion.
So for Christmas, this was probably when Yu-Gi-Oh was like first starting out. One year, my brother got me a pack. I opened it and I pulled a Gate Guardian out of it.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I was pretty pumped about that. And then I accidentally stuck that card in my pocket at school and it got bent. Um,
Oh no.
so I still have it. It's still bent. I look at it every day and I'm like, I could have sold this for way more money.
Yeah.
Um,
What could have
but
been?
yeah, it was upsetting. My favorite set of cards, I'm not just going to say one, was Pegasus Toon Deck. I love the Toon cards so much. I
Yeah,
don't know
the
why.
artwork was really nice.
Yeah, those were always my favorite. Like just, the Toon Dark Magician and
Hmm.
Toon I think it was like Toon Red Eyes Black Dragon too. They had one of that, didn't they?
Yeah, they made tunes of like all the like popular ones.
Yeah, that one. And for some reason, I know a lot of people act like this card sucks, but Time Wizard was always another one of my
It
favorites. I don't
doesn't
know
suck.
why.
It's just impossible to resolve.
Yeah. Every time I think of Time Wizard, I just think of Joey Wheeler, Time Wizard, you
Yeah.
know, every time.
I had to know because I don't know that many people that are openly into it.
Oh, I mean, I was openly into it. I played a little bit of there was a Duel Links.
Yep.
That's the online one. Yeah, I played a little bit of that with my buddy Willis, but Mark will admit this because he got me back into this and he caused me a lot of pain. Um, he got me back into collecting Pokemon cards too recently. So yeah, I kind of got back into Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards in 2020.
It's dangerous business. Can get
Yeah.
It
expensive.
it was
Yeah.
it was.
Speaking of dangerous business, where's Mark?
Yeah, he out. He jetted. I don't know. He out. It's
Oh,
all good though.
He didn't like the cards you said, I guess.
Yeah, he didn't like
I'm
the
out of
cards,
here.
man. He said, "You ruined that gatekeeper. I'm out of this bitch."
dang! I didn't even know he left. I thought he was gonna. Well, I guess that defeats the purpose of me talking about the Pokemon cards.
It's all good. I'm sure he'll come back in.
Yeah.
I'll message him here and see. But in the
Wait.
meantime, Ocean, you mentioned a band that I don't know a whole lot about that I would like to get on here. Moon Taxi.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, like them and it's just like a specific memory I had of like one of the very first concerts. I actually didn't really know them that well either until the concert, but yeah, I think a good song, the song Morocco by them,
Okay.
I think that's a good one.
Did you have another one?
Well,
You said you sound like you wanted to mention another band.
I'm trying to remember. There's like okay, so there's this band I think I saw like multiple times in Nashville around the same time in college. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're called The Weeks.
I have not.
Sounds
Oh, there he
familiar.
is. It does sound familiar.
But
Did
yeah,
you?
the song "Brother in the Night" by them, I think, is pretty awesome. I actually watched them play in a hotel like lobby. That was kind of interesting.
That's really cool. That would
That
be
is nuts.
dope.
Yeah,
I've only been to weddings and hotels, but a show would be way better.
right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into a little bit of the Frozen Flames era. What did we all listen to around that time?
So I got showed A Day to Remember at that point, and that doesn't show with that music. But the biggest influence probably around that time for me was the band called Emery.
Oh, I love them.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where a lot of my harmonies and stuff come from. I get a lot of
Mhm.
influence from them with that. And then I don't think I started to listen to any of the Swan chorus, post hardcore stuff. I'm trying to think because I like at that point I started listening to like Inner Shikari and
Lovely.
Yeah.
yeah, a
That's
bunch of
Adams, right up Adam's alley.
I just saw
yeah.
them not too long ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're great.
I saw them. I want to say I saw them at Mayhem,
Okay. They're
possibly.
super nice.
Like I saw
Yeah.
them right after Common Dreads came out because I was
Oh,
like,
right on.
please play Solidarity, please play Solidarity. Because I loved that song so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some of the influence we had at that point.
Okay.
I was trying to think if there was anything else that played a big part. I don't know. It was like right before I moved to Bowling Green, so I got showed stuff like Closure Moscow, I Am Abomination, and a bunch of random stuff like that. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that influenced that music.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Closure in Moscow is so fucking good.
It just, I don't know. It. I guess you could say it had a part in it, but I still feel like Emery was probably the bigger part of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Emery's dope. We saw them at a church as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I will say though, that what was the other band? There was one more band I was going to mention, and I can't think of it now.
Sing a song.
The song Could Be, that was, I don't know if Mark told you guys that Could Be was around before Aluxes as well. It was written while Frozen Frames was still a band.
Yes, that's on the Frozen Flames.
I think
Isn't it?
Collapse is on
Collapse
there.
is. Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Could
Collapse.
Be,
Okay, no, yeah.
We have
Could Be's
a
on the Bandcamp.
Yes.
we have a demo version of Could Be, and it was like the first official Lucius song.
Okay.
I think it's still floating around on Bandcamp because whenever we were in the studio recording Could Be, there's like a part in the demo where in the final version of the song, we just have like a guitar playing, but we had like gang vocals singing what the guitar eventually plays. And I was telling everybody in the studio, I was like, we need to bring that back. And Jack was like, no, 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 no.
That's dope.
It's like, why not? It's
Yeah.
so good.
Mark, you want to go next?
Yeah. So I joined Alucius pretty not really late in the game for Alucius because they've been like I think they were Frozen Frames like back in like 2014 or so. But I just did so many different like bands growing up. Like I was in like a emo cover band in high school where we covered Thank You for the Venom by My Chemical Romance.
Nice.
We covered a bunch of stuff. Like I auditioned to be the singer for that band by singing Give 'Em Hell Kid. Like I was just such a huge My Chem fan really early on. And then going through high school, I would like literally like I went through such weird phases because I started out with like really heavy stuff. Like I was going to Catholic school, but I was like anytime we had like a free dress day, I would wear a Slipknot shirt or like a Coheed and Cambria shirt because I
Right on.
just like immediately like I back in the day whenever MTV actually played music videos,
Yeah.
I would have it on all night while I slept because I couldn't sleep without any sound on at all. So I would go to sleep, and I would like wake up at 2 a.m. if I heard something that I really liked. And I remember hearing A Favorite House Atlantic the very first time whenever the music video was playing on MTV, like really late night. And I was like, this band sounds amazing. I wonder what the girl lead singer looks like. And then I finally woke up one day to be able to watch the video, and I was like, wait, that is the singer of this band? And then immediately dove into all of their stuff. Like seventh grade, went out and I bought In Keeping Secrets, and then I bought Second Stage Turbine Blade, and just absolutely fell in love. Bought all the comic books that I could. I've got like all the original comic books, the original Good Apollo, Burning Star 4 Volume 1 graphic novel. And
That's
then
awesome.
I've got so much stuff of theirs, like so much random Coheed memorabilia.
Yeah.
I've been truly like for 20 years now, since about 2003, like my absolute favorite band. So like listening to Coheed, and then I started listening to Death Cab for Cutie, and they like a huge influence on me.
Man.
But I also listened to like Motion City Soundtrack and
I
Made
love
It
Motion.
Free.
Oh my God. I love Motion.
And because I think the first time I even saw Motion City Soundtrack, it was my buddy's 18th birthday, and we went to St. Louis because we lived in Henderson, Kentucky, and it's only like 2 hours away from St. Louis. So we drove up to St. Louis for like a full weekend of shows at there's a venue out there. I constantly forget the name of it, but Justin Pierre played a solo acoustic set at a little record store in downtown St. Louis called Vintage Vinyl.
Yeah.
And it was right whenever I think it was, what was the album? Even If It Kills Me?
Yeah.
I think it was like right whenever that came out, because Disappear, he played that live there. Or was that on My Dinosaur Live? I can't remember. But he like played Disappear, and he played The Future Freaks Me Out. And then that night we went to go see LMFAO and Swayze perform.
Oh shit.
And then the very next night, it was at the Pageant in St. Louis. The very next night, we saw All Time Low, We the Kings, and Hey Monday.
Oh wow.
So it was like just an absolutely insane weekend.
That's
with
crazy,
the
man.
craziest amounts of music being played.
Yeah.
So
See,
like,
I'm kind of like, yeah, I got into heavier music first. It's funny, my introduction to heavier music though. It's a religious thing, kind of like how you would wear Slipknot shirts. I was into like new metal, like I've told this story a couple times on here, but I was into like A Perfect Circle and Deftones,
oh
and
yeah,
Incubus and all that shit.
I remember hearing A Perfect Circle and like Incubus. Like the really heavy music. My uncle, my mom's brother, was like a huge influence on me, because he was like a back in the day, like original metalhead from like the early 90s and stuff. He's like, Nirvana's too soft for me. I'm going to listen to like all this stuff, like Soul Asylum and stuff like that. Perfect.
See, I just stole my brother's CDs, and I would burn them on with my computer that I had. And my brother bought in A Perfect Circle DVD, and he was watching it. And in the DVD, they were talking about the lyrics to Judith.
Yes.
We went to church like every time the doors open. It was ridiculous. And in the song, he says, "Fuck your Lord, your Christ." And my mom heard that, and she flipped shit. And my dad came in and like broke all my CDs. And I was like, he's the one with the fucking DVD. Like, why'd you break my shit?
Oh.
And after that, I was so pissed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to find the heaviest, quote unquote, Christian fucking music I can listen to. And that's when I found like The Chariot and Norma Jean and like Under Oath and all that shit. And that's what I listened to for years until Fuse. And then I got into like My Kim and Fall Out Boy and all that shit. So that was I kind of did it ass backwards, I guess. Most people get into like pop punk first, but not me.
Yeah.
I had like vengeance in my heart, dude. I was like, you're gonna hear the craziest shit come out of my headphones now.
I had something kind of similar like that happen. Whenever Blink-182 first came out with Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Yeah.
I went out and I like begged my dad. I was like, this song, The Rock Show, is like the greatest song I think I've ever heard. Will you buy me the CD? And he was like, yeah, sure. And we went to, it was like a Sam Goody or like an FYE. It was like one of those old time like CD stores back in the Bronze Age. And like I went in and I got it, and it was the explicit lyrics version. And with Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, they had 3 separate versions of the album that you could get. There was either the jacket, the pants, or the airplane version. And I think I got like the yellow jacket version. And one of the secret songs on that album was I Want to Fuck a Dog in the Ass.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were driving down the road, like probably, I was probably going to like a Boy Scout camp thing. And I was listening to it in like my just like little CD player that I had. And I had on like my old school headphones. And I was like, Dad, this song is so funny. I was like, you should listen to it. And so I grabbed like the CD to cassette converter and put it into his truck, like cassette player. And I started playing that song. And he took the entire like CD player and threw it out the window. And he was like,
shit.
You're not listening to this shit. And I was like, oh no.
It's like, Dad, I don't really want to fuck a dog. It's just funny.
It's just really funny. They talk about clowns. Like, it's so funny. And he was like, you're not listening to this shit. And I was like, all right.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Listen up, all you VIP peers.
And VI players.
Goddamn Patreon now.
It's so aggressive.
I did.
We have a Patreon now.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
And a Discord.
Yeah.
And a YouTube.
Discord. Come
But
join
no webcams yet.
No webcams. You can't see our beautiful face.
Not yet.
Yeah. Shout out to Enormous Adam on Discord. Hit him up if you need a Discord. He did a great job on ours. It looks cool. But guess what? You won't know how it looks unless you join that bitch. If you would, please join our Discord and our Patreon. It would be really cool of you. We would love you forever. We'd still love you forever, even if you don't.
Yeah.
But
you join the Patreon, you're going to get stickers. You get to dehumanize me.
Yes.
You want to know what that means?
Go look
to
at the
the
Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's
And
it.
subscribe to our fucking YouTube channel.
Yeah. Comment.
Thank you.
Review. Subscribe. We
Yeah,
love you more.
all that stuff. Do everything that you do for all the people that you love on YouTube. Do it for us too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We love you.
Ocean, you got some high school early like shit.
Oh yeah. Basically like yeah, I guess high school was kind of like the moment where I could kind of just find my own stuff to listen to. I immediately started listening to deathcore. I just picked the hardest thing I had available to me at the time, honestly. And it's actually kind of funny. I listened to like just the craziest like hard metal all throughout high school. And then as soon as I got to college, I kind of just 180'd and listened to like, I don't know, just like really calm folk music, I guess. Like like I would go from like, I don't know, like Born of Osiris and like Job for a Cowboy and stuff. And then I would like go to college and listen to like local natives and like Fleet Foxes. And I don't know, it's just like such a 180. It was like, I guess maybe I got tired of like how insanely heavy everything I was listening to was. So
Right.
Yeah, I don't listen to like newer, heavier shit. I did check out like the new Lorna Shore and shit like that, which
oh yeah, I love Lorna Shore.
yeah,
Oh,
insanely jealous of that dude's voice.
Oh my
Like,
God, their drummer is insane. I
Yeah.
don't know how.
Yeah.
Oh God.
yeah, you just see some like somebody so talented, and you're like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
Yeah. All right, sweet. Well, we got quite a list going here. Let's get some of these on here before we get too far. Emery.
Oh, geez. Like I pretty much know every single album and all the songs on
Same.
it. Makes me wonder if I should pick one from The Question or if I should pick one from In Shallow Seas We Sail.
I think I would. Adam, is that your favorite?
Yeah, and Shallow Seas. Yeah, I just had the one
I would
long
say,
ago.
I mean, despite nostalgia, like all nostalgia aside, probably The Question is mine. So either way, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
by all
it's-
means, do what you want.
Yeah.
it's like it's like I could just, do the typical one and be like, so cold I could see my breath outside,
Yeah.
or I could just do I really like the the main song on the Shallow Seas. There is a song that's self-titled that, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
song.
but I feel like my favorite one isn't even. I mean, that one is really good. I mean, even the Week's In too. Hang on.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. You know what? I know which one I'm going to pick. I like A Sin to Hold On To. That's definitely
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's great.
that's
I
yeah,
love that whole
that one.
album, man.
It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Did you want to do an ADTR song? A Day to Remember?
Oh, I just mentioned that because people showed that to me. I'm
Oh,
not that
okay.
huge.
Well,
Like they do have good songs. I might pick a different band since I mentioned like Closure Moscow or I'm
Yeah.
Abomination.
Well, I've got a Inner Shikari Closure, and so either one, any of those.
Ooh, that's tough to choose between those three.
I was in a band in high school and we covered A Day to Remember. We covered Monuments
Oh,
from their
nice.
very first album,
Mm.
Nice.
For Those Who Have Heart.
Yeah.
That song, that brings me back. That's like the only A Day to Remember song I've ever liked. But it was, I remember covering that. That was a good song.
You know what? I think I'm gonna pick I'm Abomination because I've got a bigger like vibe for them just because of like their backstory and everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna choose. I think it's called Heir to the Throne,
Yeah.
and let's do the updated one with the guys from Polyphia on it.
Okay. Next, we have My Kim.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back to I Brought You My Bullets, and I'm gonna have to go with Head First for Halos.
You know what?
So I remember
That is an insanely underrated album. That album is so good.
it is so good, and I remember getting the Life on the Murder Scene like live CD and DVD, and watching. Just I remember like sitting in my room and watching that live DVD, and it was the first time I ever heard any of their older stuff
Yeah.
because I had only gotten Bleach Ears. So whenever I heard Head First for Halos for the first time, I was like, that was the first time I'd ever seen anybody do tapping on a guitar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I was like, yeah, that is definitely like my jam right there.
You mentioned, I wanted to bring this up. So you mentioned you had all the Coheed comics. I have, we talked about this before we started, but Say Anything. Max Bemis wrote a bunch of comics, and I have like 6 of his.
I heard about that, but I never got around to getting any of those.
He wrote a couple of Moon Knight comics for Marvel.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I have some of those. He also wrote his own comics. There's Lucy Dreaming, and then he also wrote one about his like I don't know if it's bipolar disorder or whatever disorder he has going on. He wrote one called Polarity, and I have that one as well. I have like 6 of his comics.
Dude,
God, I'm gonna have to find those. I'm gonna have to like search those out and grab them.
Yeah, they're sick.
Moon Knight is one of my favorite like Marvel heroes, along many others, but Moon Knight's still really cool.
I have a picture of all of them on my phone. I'll send them when we're done with this. But they're all unopened. I haven't unopened any of them.
I took really good care of them, but I definitely read all of my Coheed.
Yeah, my wife's sister. We went to Fan Expo a couple years ago in Dallas, and it was like the last Stan Lee tour that he was doing. My wife's sister. Let me see. It was some kind of first appearance. She spent $450 on this fucking comic book, by the way. Anyways, and then she got Stan Lee to sign it, and she stood in line for like 8 hours for this shit. She said they took it out of the case. He signed it. They put it back in the case, and then they hauled it off to get graded.
Yo,
yeah,
that's worth
that's an automatic 10 too because of the signature.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like she already spent $450 on it, and now she just added the signature to it. So
yeah.
It's fucking crazy, dude. But Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I've listened to this band for literally forever, but I always go back to like one memory I have. So I was in Boy Scouts growing up, And whenever I went to summer camp one time at Royce Manchester summer camp in Kentucky, it was like Southern Kentucky. Um, we did a music merit badge, and I was so excited because at the end of the week they were like, for a music merit badge, like at the end you can like show what you've learned about music. Like if you want to try to play guitar, if you want to like sing something or anything, you can, or you can make your own instrument and play something. And the guy who was teaching the class had a guitar, and I made it out like all week. Like I wanted to be the cool kid. So I made it out all week. Like I'm going to try to play guitar. I've never really played guitar before, but I'm going to try it. And then at the end of the week, whenever it came my turn, I played Godson Conspirator from
That's awesome.
Second Stage Turbine Blade. I played through the whole song and like sang it and stuff because I had been playing guitar by then since I've been playing guitar since I was like 7. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this out, and I played that whole song, and that song's been one of my favorites.
All right, we got Death Cab, Motion City, or both.
I can do both
Okay.
for sure. Death Cab, I'd have to go with probably Styrofoam Plates. That song's really stuck with me. That one or like Brothers on a Hotel Bed. Those are my two favorite songs by them. And then Motion City soundtrack, I'm gonna have to go with Perfect Teeth off of I in the Movie.
Yeah. Motion City soundtrack. I hated them when I first heard them.
I loved them since the beginning.
I
There was
did.
something like somebody told me like they were like, there's this band, they're like, I know you're a singer. There's this band, like everybody says that like his voice, like he's singing in a way that like ruins his voice or something, but I think they sound pretty good. And I was like, yeah, let me hear them. And they played The Future Freaks Me Out. And I was
I,
like, oh, I've got a really, really, really old picture with him. I'll have to find it and send it to you.
yeah.
But I've noticed like after every single time that I've seen them, which is twice now, after that little solo acoustic show outside in St. Louis, and then I saw him with Fun
Oh,
opening
nice.
for him because I
Damn.
was a big Format fan, and I had no idea that Nate Roos had went to Fun. And whenever I saw them, then I got to meet Nate Roos, and that was super exciting. And then I met Justin and their bassist Matt, everybody, just all that. Like I even went to Matt Taylor, and I was like, my name's just like yours. And he was like, oh, you name Matt Taylor? And I was like, no, it's Mark Taylor. And he was like, well, it's not just like mine, but it's close. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, me and my buddy got our it was around the time whenever Pokemon came out with this pedometer
Yeah.
that you can and we
Yeah.
both got
Yeah.
our
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon like pedometer signed by Justin Pierre.
That's awesome.
So
Ocean, we have Born of Osiris.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So I think the song I like the most by them is probably The New Rain. Like yeah,
Okay, hold on. There's two of them though, and we
Oh,
Brian Brian mentioned this as well on his episode. They redid the CD, and it's
yeah.
much better.
Yeah, no, I actually listened to that and I guess I'd rather put the new one on because
The new one on.
yeah, it's so good. Bow Down is really sick too.
Is that so? Which one was the new one? Is it the Eternal Rain?
Yeah, I think the Eternal
Okay.
Rain is it's the one from like 2017.
Yeah. Okay, I found it. And then Job for a Cowboy.
Oh, actually, can I swap that for Black Dahlia Murder?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I listen to them so much. I think oh God, I loved that Nocturnal album they did. I think Climactic Degradation is what I'd pick.
Did you want to throw some local natives?
Oh yeah, God, that'll be kind of like Whiplash in a way. Just have that right after on the playlist.
You know, you got to calm down a little bit after hearing something
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, we went from Barney to Slipknot, so
Yeah.
what a playlist.
Right?
Okay. I guess I'll go with actually there's this album they did on Spotify specifically. They did like a acoustic Spotify sessions.
Yeah.
and I used to listen to that all the time. It was actually, I'm not sure if you could like still find it if it still exists there. It's okay if it doesn't, but it's like the song I think Ceilings by them.
Is it? Yeah, Spotify sessions. There it is. Yeah, live from Spotify sessions. Fleet Foxes,
Oh yeah, okay. Blue Ridge Mountains for
Blue Ridge
sure.
Mountains.
Oh yeah, okay. So can I add one more? That's like
Absolutely, yeah.
okay, so I had this like phase in college where I was just so obsessed with the Doors.
Same.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I think my for sure my favorite Doors song that I listen to a lot in various states of mind would be When the Music's Over.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
That's
by
awesome.
far my favorite.
The Doors are
They're
before their
different.
time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
they
Yeah,
like made me try and start learning like keyboard. So I tried to do
Yeah.
that for a while and then I got like I don't know, I just went back to drums.
before I give Adam the reins on the next question, I have to ask because my wife is making me ask. Y'all have a song on your first EP on Spotify, the Aluxes EP.
Yeah, thank
Hmm.
you.
Yeah, you guys have a song called Marble Hornets.
Hmm.
Is
Uh,
that is that an ode to the YouTube channel?
The name
um,
definitely is.
The name definitely
mhm.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the YouTube channel. It's about
Yeah, but is it because my wife watched like all the Slender Man content she could growing up, so
Same. Absolutely.
yeah.
yeah, she showed me like I think the first 10 episodes of Marble Hornets a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
No, the name definitely is.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we pulled our names from a couple of things. Like there's Blue Regard Kukazoo.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I saw the Marble Hornets and I was like, "There's only one Marble Hornets that I know on the internet."
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
gotten us into a lot of random creepy pasta playlists.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we've been talking a lot about, a lot of the music that you guys like. We haven't talked a ton about the music that you guys have made. So you guys just had a collab sort of song come out recently, and what, 3 days ago? So
yeah.
I'd like to get into that a little bit, how it came about, what the process was like. And before all that, it's a really great song. Augie and I love it.
Fucking phenomenal.
Anyone we've showed it loves it. It's a masterpiece.
Yes.
Oh, we appreciate it. We really appreciate it, guys. We've been sitting on that song. Like because a lot of people don't know, like we recorded an entire EP with Properties of Nature.
Yeah.
Jack showed me them in like 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and then he randomly added Josh on Facebook, and they just got to talking. Jack had mentioned that he wanted to do like some kind of like collaboration project, and Josh was like, "I've been thinking about doing that too." So immediately we all got thrown into a Facebook Messenger group and started writing. It was like right before our second EP, 40, and yeah, since like October 2021, we've been working on this. We recorded it exactly a year ago.
Oh,
That's
We
wow.
crazy,
like
man.
Josh and Thomas flew in from Utah. Canyon drove down from Virginia. We met up in Bowling Green. They all went up to the studio. I went up like a week later, and we all just collaborated on the whole record.
So y'all did
Just
it kind of differently because most times you think of a collaboration or like when you hear bands talk about we did an EP together, it's like a split EP.
Yeah.
Y'all wrote the entire EP together.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Sending back
Yep.
and forth on Google Drive for like
Yeah,
4 months or so, and then
that's insane. Like so
yeah,
That's
many
in
hands
the
awesome.
in the
studio.
pot, man. Like it sounds amazing too. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe y'all are hitting on something because that's not like the norm, but the whole EP is so good. I went back and listened to it again today. I've been kind of not trying to listen to it that way when the songs come out, I can like
experience them for the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
time, the
Yeah.
semi first time.
Yeah, exactly. But they're so fucking good. I don't know how much y'all can talk. I can give y'all a time this is going to be out, and y'all can talk about whatever. So this
Yeah,
is
whatever you're comfy with.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 16th, I believe, is when this will drop.
Okay.
March 16th. So I don't know
I
what
think
y'all can talk about or what. So
I would want to say that, and I mean, edit this at a later point just in case.
yeah,
maybe.
absolutely, yeah.
But I think by then, because we've got a release schedule set kind of in motion, but it just kind of depends on the actual days that they do get released. But in March, we plan on dropping Clock Blocked.
Okay,
So
that's the one with
Joey
Holiday.
Oh,
Absolutely,
nice.
yeah. That one's good. That one's so fucking good. There's one, oh god damn it, hold on. There was a lyric, I think it was in Cogblogged. It may not have been, but it's gotta be one of my favorite lyrics out of the whole EP. And it was I'll think of it later. But anyways. So there's like 2 drummers, 2 basses, 2 like y'all had fucking man, like
yeah, it's so many hands in the pot.
yeah, dude.
2
Like,
basses, but secret fact, Thomas ended up doing all the bass on the EP except for one song. I think Josh actually did. We had Canyon, Jack, and Jake, our other guitarist, on guitars. Aluxes, one thing that we've always kind of prided ourselves on was that we have 4 different singers at all times. We try to do a lot of like 4-part harmonies and all kinds of different singers on pretty much every single song. So
yeah,
with us and then Canyon deciding to sing on this as well, there's 6 total singers plus all the features
plus all the
that we have.
yeah.
So I think I think I don't know if I want to I don't think I can say it. But yeah, like there's one song there's definitely one song that has all 6 of us, maybe minus Canyon. I think Canyon only sang on Mind Goblin, as a matter of fact.
How hard was it to not go overboard? I mean, you guys have like so many like tools in your arsenal. Like there's so many of you, and I mean, it can get pretty hairy, like out of hand, right?
Honestly, you care if I answer this one, Mark?
Oh, you're good. Sorry, I've been talking because I don't know how often you're going to get muted.
Oh no, I think I'm okay right now.
Okay.
So Mark answered all that perfectly. To what you said about having multiple vocalists, we kind of treat it like how we treated in the Lucius. We try to make it to like where we all kind of divided up to like who fits best for the part. Because like Mark knows this just as much as I do. Like you don't hear like all of us sing through like certain parts of our songs, and we kind of treated it like that. It's like who's suited best for this part. That's how I usually go about it. And it usually works well for us because like you can even ask Mark, like some parts in like even our own songs, it's like it's better if like somebody else does it just because that's kind of their vibe,
Yeah.
Because Mark, like, and I'm going to use Mark as a perfect example for this. Like Caligari, Mark was the best fit for that song just because of the vibe of it. Yeah. And I'm not dogging Rickard, not dogging Cole, not dogging myself. I think that was the best choice,
right?
And we all agreed that was the best choice because that was the best voice to fit with it. So with this supergroup stuff, I kind of just treated it like that. And they were open to stuff just like we were open to stuff. So like it was a lot of just working together and like nobody trying to step on anybody's toes. Not saying we were going to step on anybody's toes, but it's just like we're doing this as a full group, so we're going to divide it as a full group, like a full 8-piece group.
Yeah,
and that's kind of how we did that. I don't feel like it was that hard, but I also kind of jumped out of the gate writing 3 songs off the bat.
Yeah.
Because I know Canyon has mentioned that, and I did, and I think I got a little too excited.
Yeah, Canyon was like, Jack, come on, let me write something, please.
Yeah, and I didn't do that. Like I'm gonna write everything. I was just like, oh, I've got this idea. I've got this idea.
You were stoked. You were stoked.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like.
the talent
Go
between
ahead.
the two bands is like fucking ridiculous. And,
Yeah.
you know, just having all those, like all that talent, dude, is insane, man. It really turned out very good. Like,
Oh,
bro, like, I don't know. I'm excited for y'all for it to come out.
Yes, for
oh
sure.
yes.
So,
We had
I do want to like the day that we're recording this, February the 6th, we hit 5,000 listens on Mind Goblin.
fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
And
Let's
that's 3
go.
days. Yeah. We're at 5,400 right now.
Damn, that's awesome. Y'all deserve it, man. I hope it just fucking goes and doesn't stop. When Brian comes in on that song, it is, man,
Brian was the absolute best fit for that.
man, his voice
Yeah.
is ridiculous. I always like I don't know, maybe like old like Johnny, you know, he's a piece of shit. His voice is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
that,
it's
you
got
know,
all
just
that R&B like influence
yeah,
to
and
it
that's
as
how
well.
like
Yeah.
Brian's voice is, but in a different way. But it's still got that like R&B feel, and I fucking love that, man. Like,
Yeah, I agree. Like all the voices, all the music, like the different sort of transitions, it really keeps you engaged, and
yeah,
it's awesome.
You guys have heard it. But the song that we have where it's completely 50-50 cut in half.
yeah,
Yeah, just say
There's
that.
like
Just say the
a
work title names, so nobody. Yeah, you can say the work
yeah,
title
just in
names.
case. So not only were we going to have the actual feature that we have on that, because we had planned that from the beginning. We were like, we're going to get him. That like he's going to work out perfect. In the middle of the song, there's like we take some audio from a meme where it's like a fake CNN report where it's like a guy saying, we've got whenever it's white boys who are busting it down sexual style, they're not necessarily considered goated with the sauce. And then it does like the echo. Originally, I tweeted at Gilbert Gottfried
oh
to see if we
man,
could get him to do that. And he didn't want to be on the EP so much he died 2 weeks later. So
oh no,
Oh my gosh.
He was like, "This is how much I don't want to."
You know what? Gilbert Gottfried was a fucking metalhead, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we even like we were in the studio and I was doing my Gilbert Gottfried voice, like, we've got 9 white boys. But I was like looking it up on Spotify and he's like, Gilbert Gottfried was in this song. He was in this song. He was in this song. We could
Yeah.
totally get him. And Josh was like, yeah, Mark, do it. Tweet at him. And I was like, all right. And then we were going to record me just doing the voice. We were like, no, that might be like copyright infringement on his voice. So
Mm.
it ended up
That's
not
fine.
happening, but we really wanted Gilbert.
Let's hear from Ocean. Ocean, did they ever send you shit where you were like, you know what? Let fucking Kate write to this.
Yeah, like, well, I rejoined Aluxes like basically right after they'd finished this whole process.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like, like I was there basically from like the beginning when we first like started being Aluxes as opposed
Yeah.
to like Frozen.
Mhm.
And then I had like kind of like a personal like leave just hiatus, I guess, like I don't know, just personal life stuff. And
Yeah.
then like just recently I've come back and I don't know, I mean they've showed me various things before like the official releases and yeah, honestly, like it's crazy that this even happens. I don't know, it's just like
Yeah.
it's so cool.
And now you have to learn all the fucking songs, though.
I mean, I've been like not thinking about that too much. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
You
hook you
know-
up with Cade and we'll get you all the info. For
I'll just
sure.
have to like take a few days and just like hammer it out or something,
Mhm.
just alone in a garage.
Yeah.
Right.
I've actually thought about that, like what we would do if we actually tried to play these live and we had to do this as the full group. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I really want to.
Y'all have to tour with Pond Boys forever now.
That's what we want. We definitely want it. I know I mentioned pretty early on, I was like, if there's like, if anything, like if Properties of Nature and Aluxes get asked to do any type of festival, like we have to play the EP in entirety. and then
Yeah,
do some of our own songs with like
Yeah,
both bands backing.
that'd be
Yeah.
dope.
dude.
Yeah, come to
You know what I
Dallas.
come to Dallas?
Yep.
We got asked to completely off topic. We got asked to play somewhere close to Texas, I think, and it was back in 2018 or 19, and it was with Cat Bamboo before they were like super big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like a
Uh,
short, like 1 week run or something like that.
yeah, I would love to come out that way. We've never been out that way. We've only been to like states close to Kentucky, so I
Dude,
would love to do
honestly,
that.
like I don't know if I want to step foot in Texas, honestly.
yeah.
Oh
Just
no.
stay in the big cities. You'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
The big cities are okay. They're fine. The backwoods where I live is absolutely stupid. I
I
hate
think the
it.
hard part about it now too is that like I have a career, I have a kid now too.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Jack just started on like a nice career path. And so it's
Yeah.
like really hard. Like Cole,
Mhm.
our other singer and like keyboardist, he's a teacher. He just had a kid.
Yeah.
So it does become really hard. I
Makes it tough.
just
Yeah.
early on, I was like, at any time, I'll take a leave of absence from work and we can go on any type of tour that we can. But now
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to think that that could be a possibility as much as I want to so bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just build your PTO up.
Yeah.
I got 3 weeks, motherfuckers. We got to get this done. All right.
I don't know. That would be great. I would love to do that. And
Jack's
I
got a
think it'd
kid
be a
on
lot
the
of
way. So
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
This will be my second one though.
Yeah. I feel you. I got three. Those are all my three right there. So I feel you for sure.
Yeah. My first one's 11. So,
Yeah. That's,
um,
yeah, I think my oldest is like 12. I think she'll turn 13 this year. Don't quote me on that.
jeez.
Yeah. Look, you lose track and when you have so many, all right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm recording these so late. It's because I have a 4-year-old and we put all the kids to bed at like 8:30 for school. So find a way to make it work, man.
it definitely worked out because like
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday is my weekend. But
Yeah.
I'm so used to going to bed at like 8 on work nights because I wake up so early for work.
Yeah.
And so like I was telling my wife, I was like, I need to take a nap right after work. And she was like, nah, you should be fine. And then 7:30 hit and we were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I was falling asleep on the couch and I was like, all right, I went to Dollar General earlier and got myself an energy drink for a reason. Like I'm gonna just shoot that back real quick and jump on the computer just to try to keep myself occupied.
Yeah. So I have like narcolepsy, so I'm tired.
Oh
like,
yeah.
all day I'm tired, and then as soon as night hits, I'm like, "Yo,
I'm
what
up.
up?"
Oh
So
yeah. God, my schedule is like appalling actually. It's like just like I usually get to work at maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
damn, that's early.
Yeah, maybe even earlier if there's a lot to do that day. But actually it's kind of funny. I have a lot of friends in like Europe and stuff. Actually, I went to Europe like a month ago, by the way. That was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
you went? I remember
Yeah,
you
no.
talking about that.
Yeah. No, I was there for like, I don't know, like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Where in Europe?
Well, I landed in Vienna
Oh.
in Austria, and I stayed with someone I was really close with for like a week straight. And then I took an express train to Frankfurt,
Mhm.
and I stayed there for a few days with my fiance. And then I took another train to Berlin, and I stayed there and hung out with a friend.
Very
And
cool.
then finally took a bus back to Vienna. And
Yeah.
it was incredible, honestly.
Yeah, Europe's dope.
I didn't want to come back, honestly.
I don't blame you.
Right? I've never been, but
Yeah. I also didn't really have that much PTO. I was just kind of like, you know what? I have money saved up.
I can take the hit.
yeah. That's funny.
That's awesome that you were able to do that though.
But like, oh yeah, what was I saying? I was saying like because I have friends that I like talk to over there,
Hmm.
then like their schedule for their day is like basically mine because they're like 7 hours ahead of me, and
Right.
my work is like 7 hours behind what a typical, I don't know, just person that lives here would work, like 9 to 5 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's actually funny. I had absolutely no jet lag when I landed because
Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, I guess because your schedule.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
the sun was like actually on my side now, and it was pretty
Mm,
great.
That's dope.
that makes
I
sense.
stay up to like 11:30, 12, and then I wake up at like 5 because I can't. I mean, I can sleep if I lay in my bed, but who wants to do that?
Just what do you do? Just stand up all night?
No, I just like I'm fucking around on my computer most of the time,
Hmm.
playing like video games and
I
shit.
know
And
what you're
then,
doing on the computer.
nah, man, you don't do that on a computer. That's how you get viruses. All right.
It's true. It's true.
That's why they make phones. All right. But no, yeah, no, I have a, I don't know. I don't sleep very well, so most time I'm late to work.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've gotten talked to a lot.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really have like a specific time I have to be there, so like I kind of just roll in and just kind of like I don't know. I feel like that I don't know that scene from like Community where they're just walking into like the apartment being on fire or something. It's like
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what it feels like.
I gotta be there at 6. That's like my set time. And half the time I don't get out. Like I live like 20, 25 minutes away from work. I don't leave here until like 5:35, 5:40. And then sometimes I'll show up like an hour and a half late and I'm like, my bad. That's always fun. Normally when I do that though, it's because my fucking baby kept me up all night. So
Yeah. Up until just about like last week,
yeah.
we've been like doing night feedings and everything, and now we're just trying to like have him sleep through the night.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, my daughter's had a lot of issues.
Hmm.
So getting her to sleep tonight is still like a challenge. She has really bad eczema.
Oh,
Yeah, and then for like the first 6 months, she wouldn't eat. We had to wake up like every hour and try to feed her because she wouldn't eat.
I
It
think
was
I
fucking
remember you like
ridiculous.
talking about that
Yeah,
on
it
demo
was
team.
insane, man. Like she had like rashes all we actually just we had to take her back to the dermatologist like 3, 4 weeks ago because she had another really bad breakout all over her face
Oh no.
and her legs and her hands. And he was like, I can't prescribe you anymore like steroids because we're going to end up like hurting her even worse. So now we have to go take her back to get a shot every month.
I
And that's
didn't
like the last option for her.
I didn't develop I ended up developing eczema like right around whenever the baby was born. And
Yeah.
I went to the dermatologist and they were like, yeah, it's probably stress. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, it probably is because
Mm.
the amount of stress right now.
Babies are crazy,
And
man.
they gave me, yeah, like that hydro, or they gave me whatever like ointment for it. And
Yeah.
then I went back not too long ago and they were like, how often do you use that? And I was like, I was just reading the directions. It was like once a day. And they're like, you should probably do it every other day because it can actually thin out the skin. And that's
Yeah.
probably why you're breaking out more. And I was
Yeah,
like,
like make you have a
oh,
dependency on it. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit's
wonderful.
crazy. It's nuts. But I mean, I have eczema too. I don't use anything for it. I don't know.
I just got to stop scratching.
Yeah. Well, I've always hated like going to the doctor and stuff like that. So I just like tough it out.
Yeah, Augie's just got a raw ass all the time.
No, not my ass.
Mm.
It's not, I don't have eczema on my ass.
Come on, bro. Yeah, you do.
No, man. I wipe my ass good. No, it's all over my sides and shit. And like my tattoos itch really fucking bad. I don't know if y'all have experienced that. That shit sucks.
I don't have any. I don't think Jack
Oh,
has
I
any.
don't have any tattoo. Are
well,
we?
never mind. I guess y'all haven't experienced that then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does anyone in
I've,
your band have a tattoo?
that's Jake, our guitarist. He does.
Okay,
And
okay.
He,
Cole does too.
yeah, Cole has a
Yeah.
few.
I was
Like we
gonna
had
say
a
it'd be
we played
rare
a
if no
show
one did.
in we played a show in a tattoo studio, and Cole got a tattoo right before. It was like back in my hometown, and I
Nice.
played for like a bunch of my friends and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty cool. But Cole got a tattoo like right before, and then we jumped on stage. So,
Nice. So I guess we're just gonna get a couple of recent bands that y'all been enjoying, and then we'll do the last things y'all listen to, and then I think we'll wrap it up.
My
Okay.
recent, there's so much stuff that I've gotten into, like since joining the band and everything. Like I went through the normal like post-hardcore listening phase, like with Swancore and everything. Like
Hmm.
I instantly fell in love with Cianvar. Like
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh
adored
yeah. Oh my
Donovan's
God.
vocals on
Rip.
Cianvar. But then I went through like a bunch of different things. Like I got back into a bunch of like weird indie bands that I used to listen to. Like
Hmm.
there's this band, Diet Sig, that I
Oh
got
yeah,
really
I know
into.
them.
Hop Along, absolutely amazing. Frances Keeneland is just the most wonderful lyricist. I love everything she writes. I got really big into Neutral Milk Hotel again.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and probably like one of my favorite bands since like 2010 or so, Los Campesinos from the UK. I just been listening to everything that I can. I try to like collect full vinyl discographies. And so I'm like, and once they decide to start re-releasing all their stuff on vinyl, I'll finally be able to get and finish Los Campesinos. But like I went from like super heavy stuff to the most indie.
Yeah. My daughter had a teacher that was into Neutral Milk Hotel.
It's a it's a really weird band, but like I don't
That's a
know.
band that Conor Oberst signed to his record label.
Did he end up signing them?
I think so. I believe so.
I've only ever liked one Bright Eye song.
Really?
Yeah. I
Which one?
it was Lover I Don't Have to Love.
Okay.
I think like that was the first song I heard by Bright Eyes, and I was like, "This is really cool." And then I tried to listen to that whole album, and I was like, "How does? Oh no!"
It's not for
Like
everybody. I feel
the
that.
intro track was just him driving in a car.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
Me and my wife actually we did a cliche and we walked down the aisle to The Best Day of My Life. Or no, I think she walked down the aisle to that.
Hmm.
This is the best day. Yeah, that one. So let's do Cianvar.
Oh, Sandbar, I'm gonna have to go 1100 days.
1100 days.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Ocean, did you have a different one you wanted to do?
Oh, from Sandbar.
Yeah.
Oh, 1100 Days is so good. I think actually I like every single song on that album on Stay Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I really like Bed Roots.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
think
one's
that was
good.
the first song I heard, and it was like the key change in the chorus, and I was like,
Yes, oh my
okay.
God, it's so good.
I was like, okay, I just love this now.
You said Diet Sig?
A Diet Sick, I'm gonna have to go with I'm just gonna go with the first track off of what is that album called? The song's called 16.
Okay.
The album though, it's so good for anybody listening.
Oh, is it
Uh
Swear I'm Good
Swear
at
I'm
This?
good at this. It's such a good album. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said Neutral Milk Hotel?
Uh Holland 1945. Like anytime I play acoustic, I try to like kind of throw that song or O Comely in, but
Yeah.
it's hard to throw a 7 minute song into a random acoustic
Yeah.
set and people not to like look at me weird whenever I'm singing about the shit that Jeff Mangum sings about.
The the one after Neutral, you said Los, what was it?
Oh, Los Campesinos. God, they're so good. I'm gonna have to go with probably it's like their third album, Romance is Boring. The song is Straight In at 101. That's probably like been one of my more favorite songs in the last couple of years by them.
And then Ocean, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Oh God. My music taste has been like really eclectic lately, honestly. I feel like I have like kind of like two main moods though, like kind of more like mathy stuff. I really love Covet. Covet's probably like maybe my favorite bands right now.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, super
Yeah,
dope.
I love Covet. And there's actually this other band. It's like a Japanese band, Trico. I really like them.
Yeah, Trico. I've heard of that.
Um, and then I have like the other side of that, which is just like really poppy stuff. Um, I listen to a lot of pop too, and specifically like hyper pop. I don't know. It's like if that's a thing you've like ever experienced.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, basically like I first got into hyperpop with like I don't know, I just like listened to like 100 gex or something and then I'd go to like Dorian Electra and I actually went to a Dorian Electra concert kind of recently in Nashville. It was pretty sick. Um
Nice.
but yeah, basically just like between that like mathy stuff, also like Polyphia. I actually went to this Dance Gavin Dance concert with like Mark and I mean
Mhm.
Jake was there too.
Yeah.
And Polyphia played that show. I think it was like Adola too. And like, oh, that was such a sick show.
Yeah, it
That's
was
awesome.
Polyphia, Vela Maya,
Damn.
uh, yeah, Idola. It was insane. I remember it was so cute. I remember Bolivia got on stage. In Ocean, I don't think you had even heard of them or if you had like never
Wait,
seen them or
Polyphia?
anything. Yeah.
I mean, I knew who Polyphia was. I really like Polyphia, but like, I definitely never seen them live.
You had never
And
seen them. Yeah. And so
yeah.
like Tim Henson gets on stage and Ocean's like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I took so many videos of like every band playing, but like I think most of my videos of Polyphia were just of Timmons.
Yeah.
You know what? I've said it on the show before. Tim Henson is that's a sexy dude. All right.
Such a beautiful man.
Really, he really. So let's go covet.
Oh yeah. Oh God, there's so many good Covet songs. I'll just go with like Falkor, honestly. It's like the first song I like watched the music video for,
Yeah.
and her guitar looks so sick.
Tricot.
Um, yeah,
My bad.
I like the song Pool by them. It's like
Cool.
just kind of a classic to me.
100 gigs.
Okay. I guess the song Toothless, I'll go with that one. I like that one. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a little more approachable than some of the other ones of
Yeah.
theirs,
I
I
listened to
think.
that album. That was a good album.
Yeah.
Dorian Electra.
Um yeah, there's oh God. I I was in such like a Dorian Electro phase at one point in my life. I really like I think Man to Man is good.
Polyphia.
I actually haven't really listened to much of their newest album. I need to get around to that. But I think I'll go with OD off of
Oh, I was gonna say if you don't go with OD, that is by far my favorite song. Just that opening
nice.
riff
Yeah.
absolutely kills it. Oh my god.
I really like the
Uh,
song with Ichika and also that they did.
Yeah.
I'd listen to Ichika like a lot.
Jack.
So I'm going to start with Marmalade Butcher. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's floniculation. It's a
Could
very
you
long word.
Could you spell it for me?
FLOCCINAUCINIH.
I got it. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I got it. I knew it would eventually come up.
That one's really good. Sounds like anime music.
Nice.
Oh, sick.
Flossidosonillification. Flossinopsinillification. Yeah, that's how you say it.
What he said.
Melophilia.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I've been listening to. I'm gonna do this one because me and Gavin listen to this one, and my wife listens to this a lot. The song "Don't Want to Fall in Love" by Kyle.
Hey, Kyle's cool. I like Kyle.
So that one's a good one.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking through my never-ending playlist that has like 5,000 songs to see what I have listened to. And I'm not joking. It literally does have 5,000 songs in it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you ever want to just like listen to a bunch of random stuff, find my the never ending playlist and you'll never run out of stuff. It's like 85 hours of music. Oh man. You know, I kind of want to throw some This Town Needs Guns in there.
Oh my God, hell yeah.
Yeah, and probably Gibbon, Gibbon.
That's such a good one.
Yeah. I mean, that Animal album, that's a solid album by them. I think I'm going to shout these guys out too, because I like these guys a lot too. Odeon. And it's Odeon. And I think I'm going to say, let's just do Gasoline by them. I was going to throw one more if that's
Go
okay.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
You know what? Can I throw two in there for Rickard and Cole just to have something from them? So since they weren't here to get any of these questions, if we're going to do like stuff for them, for Cole, can you put a Led Zeppelin song in there?
Yeah.
Because he was a really big Led Zeppelin fan in like middle school and probably still is. I don't know which song. Which song you think would be best?
Don't do Stairway. Don't do Stairway. Don't do Stairway.
I used to listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin when I was like learning drums. Basically that was like the one band I really tried to learn drums to their songs too.
Which do you think would be a good song to ode to Cole?
Oh God. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know what kind of like vibe Cole has with like Led Zeppelin songs, but I don't know. You could go with like I really like Dazed and Confused.
I'd say we could put that one for him.
I mean, I don't know what you mean to like imply anything with that.
Yeah.
Well, I remember what song has the lyric like something in your hedgerow?
Oh, that's Stairway. Yeah.
Oh, don't do that one. Just do Dazed and Confused.
Or like you do a Whole Lot of Love. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I'd put that one in.
All right.
Okay.
And then for Rickard, I would do a 90s song for him, but just because I know Rickard, we're gonna do some Breaking Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah. And what out of their songs, which one do you Mark Ocean, which one do you think it should be?
I literally only know
I only know Diary
the
of
two earliest singles by them, Diary of Jane, and then whatever the other song was.
So Cold.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
So Cold is pretty solid. You could put that one in there.
All right.
So
I
wanted them. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask like if I could add like Secret Wars by Held the Sun. I totally forgot to mention Held the Sun.
Please.
Yes. Give us the last thing you'll listen to on Spotify or whatever you'll use.
I've got three.
Okay.
So there's this one band that I constantly go back to. They broke up probably like 10 years ago now. But they're out of Nashville. They were called Parachute Musical. They were like a rock pop with like jazz influence.
Yeah.
And probably the best song to put in there is Dear Jacksonville.
Okay.
That was like the first song I ever heard by them. Absolutely amazing song. I even tried out for American Idol with that song.
Oh, nice.
Second, I'm going to go ahead and just say with how much I love the concept of this show, I'm able to find so much great music based off of other bands' recommendations. And yesterday I listened to Sleep Token for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And I ended up going through their entire discography, but I just picked a random single for the first song to listen to, and it was Aqua Regia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it blew me away.
They're good. I haven't checked out their discography yet, but I'm going to. That their new singles sold me.
It absolutely blew me away.
Yeah.
And then lastly, it's probably the weirdest thing I've listened to in a very long time. But we have some friends in a podcast, and they did like a new music review. And one of the songs was by this band called Fire Tools. It's got a hyphen in between fire and tools, and tools is spelled with a Z.
Gotcha.
And it's their newest single called It Is Happening Again, parentheses, Thank You, Council of Saturn. If you can imagine a band that takes like 16-bit era video game sounds, like imagine if you were to open up Wave Race 64.
Oh, shit.
and like have that menu music playing, and then you just started to think of some super deep, dark lyrics and decided to scream them over that. They are
That's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
they are it was just I never heard anything like it, and it was just my cup of tea.
That's awesome.
It is it's insane.
Jack, what's the last thing you listened to?
I don't know how to look at that on this.
So if you're on Spotify on your phone,
Mhm.
there's like a little almost like a watch symbol at the top.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, like a little clock.
oh,
You can see that in the last song you listened to. Oh, I can tell.
that's from yesterday. Well, that's not fair because I was showing something to my son because he asked, but it was
A likely
Pantera.
story.
It
Yeah.
was Pantera.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Cemetery Gates.
Cemetery Gates. I mean, if you want to do the last thing you listened to, we'll
I have to go back to I have to go back before yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. We're digging really in here. February 4th would probably be that doesn't count. You know what? We'll just leave Pantera.
All right.
Because that just makes me look like I'm just listening to our own music.
Mind Goblin slaps, okay?
It does.
Yeah,
I know.
we'll put a couple of your songs.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what are two songs?
Well, we gotta get Ocean. Ocean,
Oh, yes.
last thing you listened
Okay, so the last thing I listened to is the song Happy But Sad by Elephant Gym.
to. Yeah, okay. I know who that is.
Can
Yeah,
we
I love Elephant Gym.
can we throw one more song in that I'm surprised Mark didn't bring up?
Yeah.
Can we throw in a Foxy Shazam song just because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
surprised Mark didn't do that at all?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that for Hop Along either. And then I wanted to do Deer Hunter, but I don't want to have the longest set list ever.
Oh, y'all can always come back, man. Y'all are always invited back.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
We can hit
yes.
all the eras that we didn't hit. Maybe Jack's phone will be better than.
We just get that. We just get that
Delicious.
interface fixed, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Foxy. I mean, my personal pick is Ghost Animals.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's
I thought you were gonna pick Dangerous Man too.
It's a good one, but Ghost Animals, like seeing them play that live and seeing their keyboardist literally jump onto his keyboard, like it's so good.
All right, so we're gonna throw Mind Goblin on here as well. We'll start the playlist off with a little bit of Mind Goblin into into Kiss. That'll be a good segue.
Absolutely. And
is
then
there-
Barney. Woo!
Yeah, is there another Alicia song that y'all want to throw on here?
At that point, you might as well just put Marble Hornets.
Yeah, I like that one too. That was a good one. All right, so this will be out. I'm shooting for March 16th. I will let you know if anything changes. But yeah, and thank y'all for coming on. We really enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We powered through, made it work.
Yeah, just seeing Jack's little like mute icon turn on and off.
Yeah,
It's constantly turning on and off.
That is-
I feel
it's
bad.
very-
I feel bad for not bringing up Pawn or not putting a Pawn song on it.
we could throw Pawn on here real quick.
I want to put One Night Stand
All right.
personally.
And then just really quick, guys, what's your like social media handles? And probably spell it out for the listeners that aren't familiar with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we are on Facebook. If you just search for Aluxes, it's spelled Aluxes. We use the Spanish pronunciation for the word. On Instagram, we are Aluxes Official. We don't have a Twitter because fuck Twitter. And you can email us. Just with anything that's on your mind, or please don't do that. But our email for business inquiries only, it's wearealuxes@gmail.com, spelled Aluxes, Aluxes.
Can we throw out our Discord too, just to start having people come to that just for the heck of it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We'll probably, by the time that this does come out, we should have our Discord in pretty good standing. and then we will make that. Well, we can't make it a top 10 tweet because fuck Twitter. So yeah, we'll send you guys the link to it.
Yeah, send us the link.
Put it to the bio, and yeah, that'll we'll have that under the invite. It's very bare bones right now. We ended up getting the same guy who mods the Properties of Nature Discord.
Oh, nice.
It's great. We originally were going to use it for Twitch, so
yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for giving us some of your time.
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Nice to meet you, Adam. Good to talk to you again, Onyx.
Yeah. You too, man. Later, y'all.
Later.
later.
Bye, guys.